With the strategy of moving the ball to find good looks, Ray Allen with a big three to bring the team to a 3-0 advantage early. Wilt protected the basket and secured many key rebounds. A flashy through-the-legs dunk entertained us. And another drive to the basket would give this game's last dance. Impressive.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The blue line making its way out of the station. And with...
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, DA, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center. Now, here is Young. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Takes the 3. They get it back. The kick out to Young. Hits it from three-point range.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
And stolen by Hunter. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Lob pass to Capella.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And here's Tatum for 3. Poked away.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Young outside. Back to Herter. Hawks passing it around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Brown outside. Tatum on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here's Tice. Here's Brown. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
Herter, the second chance points on the tip-in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Atlanta also making some changes here. Damian Jones is jacked in for Clint Capella. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's Brown with the drive.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Young for 3. And Kanter pulls it down.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. Atlanta also making some changes here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Hutter. And it's Teague in for Young. Reddish kicks to Dedmon. Outside Teague. Back to Dedmon. Stolen by Smart. One-on-one here. Here's Cantor. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Kept alive. Goes back up. Pass to Reddish. And it's denied.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Williams. Left side, Smart. Fires the three. But they get it back. Here's Cantor. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
The Hawks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
This is why Teague is such a valuable player. You know, he's a solid shooter from anywhere, so he's able to space the defense. He can, with his handle, get inside the paint. There's a lot to like about Jeff Teague.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Tatum looking around. No good from outside.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Williams finds Williams. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Just 3 on the clock and 2 long on the shot. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so is any...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got Tatum. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, they can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Now, here's Reddish. Not a lot of room. And Boston with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Hayward with the stuff.
Gordon Hayward has an exceptional ability to get out on the break. This guy's a terrific athlete who the defense has trouble staying in front of.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now, here's Reddish. He's guarded closely.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. Brown. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
They grab their own miss. Out to Hayward. Walker looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Tice. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on DeAndre Hunter. This is his first free throw of the game. Cantor checked in for Robert Williams. Jones checked in for the Hawks.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Young from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Tice throws it down.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Tatum on the wing. Looking for Tice. He gets it there. They get it back. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Down low. Here's Herter. And that'll be 2. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Jones slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And he recovers it. Brown the pass to Cantor. They kick out to Walker. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Young way outside. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, this is a night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Herter. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Brown. That shot off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports halftime show.
Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They're in better shape now than they were at one point. And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3. The fast release makes Gordon Hayward such a difficult check. If the defense is giving him any space, forget about it.
Here's Young. Sinks that one from the post. Young's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Collins, good. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
A shot by Hayward, wide open, buries it from 3-point range. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Hayward on the wing, 12 points for him. Lets the 3 fly. Wanamaker misses.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Hunter, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Smart. Back to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Wanamaker's got his first points in this one.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Teague, the pass to Fernando. Now here's Teague. Tight defense on him. 5 to shoot. Rob. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Hayward right side. The pass to Wanamaker. He kicks it to Williams. Offline with the baseline jumper. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Teague, the pass to Fernando. Back to Teague. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the wing right side. Hayward outside. Inside. It's stolen by Capella. Teague against Smart. Deflects the pass and stolen by Williams. Hayward goes in, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Capella and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Fernando, the pass to Teague. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Capella. Can't connect from short range. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Hayward kicks to Smart. Outside Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. And Capella sends it back. A shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And there's the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. Herter passes to Dedmon. Now Capella. Dedmon inside. Guarded by Walker. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Walker finds Brown. Left side Walker, out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Jones checked in for Capella. Atlanta leading by 5. Young with the ball. From past the arc. The rebound by the Celtics. Kanter's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Young with no one around. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's now 10 points for Trae Young.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively. And moving to a start.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Passes it to Herter. It's Young on the wing for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Brown the pass to Tice. Kicks to Cantor. Offensive rebound. Brown outside. It's stolen. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Brown. And here's Young from the arc. And that one is off. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Atlanta. They've scored 10 straight. Outside Collins. Feeds to Young. The dish to Jones. And that one drops. And the Hawks lead by 17. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland. And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Hawks.
And a deep three from Young. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Walker the pass to Brown. Here's Herter. And that one good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
That's good from Tice. And a new group in for the Celtics. Ojale is checked in for Jason Tatum. Green comes in for Gordon Hayward. Langford's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. To the wing on the left. Lets it go with a three. The shot by Ojale, no good. Now here's Graham. Pass to Teague. Back to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Herter. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. And the Hawks lead by 17. So it's the Celtics now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wanamaker the pass to Tice. Here's Ojale. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Atlanta now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Dedmon dishes to Teague. Graham in the corner. Back to Teague. Three-pointer. Misses there. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
impressive 5-2 victory.
Not bad, but I like this lineup better. Flash Got Fans 23 brought some balance with the guard. Derrick Rose added Shaq for a dominant inside.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, Jim. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on DH.
Well, Kevin, and
thanks, David. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now, here is Young. Over to the left wing. Hunter connects from 3-point range.
Superb communication between Hunter and his teammates. They set him up so well.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Van Vliet. After the made shot from John Collins. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Hey, a part of being a good floor general is understanding when it's your shot to take. Nice read by Lowry.
Pass to Herter. Young taking his time here. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Here's Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. One of the best young lob men in the business, John Collins, finished with an exclamation point.
Left side Lowry. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Lowry's got 5 now.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Right side Lowry. Feeds it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
Herter passes to Hunter. Young from outside. They get the rebound. He can't get that one to fall. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Van Vliet wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
This is the modern-day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
Here's Collins. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Collins has got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Herter passes to Capella. uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Here's Lowry. 8 points for him. No good on that one.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Shots good from Young.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And finish off by Collins.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
That shot no good. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young is out there with Bember, and it's Jones in at the 5.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Inside, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Jones slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Davis, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here we go again, Atlanta on the break. Young outside. From deep three-point range, Powell pulls it in. Raptors trail by 10. Now the Raptors moving it up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Lowry dishes to Gasol. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Jones. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. And it's Teague in for Young. And Toronto also making a switch. Chris Boucher's checked in for Kyle Lowry.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
It's stolen by Reddish. And even 3-on-3 break. Throws it up high.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks leading by 14 to the right side. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Toronto shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Jump ball. So it's Toronto now. Here's Bembry, guarded by Powell. Bembry the pass to Fernando.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
T kicks to Reddish. Back to T. The shot comes out, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Hollis Jefferson in the post. Offensive rebound. And the pass to Gasol. Toronto working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hunter's checked in for Reddish, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. Huerter off target with his 3. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 14.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
The shot by Powell, no good.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Jones comes in for Bruno Fernando. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam's checked in.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
That's a very controlled dribble from Fred. Doesn't need to get to the rim. He can just stop and pop.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Lowry's checked in. Out to the right wing. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Anunoby's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Toronto. Here's Huerter, covered by Siakam. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. For 3, Van Vliet. But they'll get another chance. Outside for Lowry. Up in time. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Clint Capella putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 1 assist. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Not someone they usually rely on to do this, but you need role guys to step up once in a while and help you out.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at center. Rick, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. And the technical free throw is good.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Collins, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Anunoby passes to Lowry. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Right wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam for the Hawks. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And then for Toronto, Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred Van Vliet.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Here's Bembry after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Passes it to Young. It's stolen by Davis. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Gasol kicks to Davis. Fires the three. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Lowry.
So often, Lowry's the guy setting up other guys on this type of play. This time, he finishes with a catch and shoot.
To the paint. Here's Capella, and he could not get that one. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Teague dishes to Reddish. Here's Bembry. Got a piece of it. Gasol with the steal. Powell kicks to Boucher. Outside, Davis. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Davis up top. Dedmon defending. And Davis can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Davis, the pass to Gasol. It's stolen by Capella. Down low. Gasol kicks to Davis. 46 seconds left in the third. Here's Gasol. Rebound by the Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. Capella dishes to Dedmon. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Bruno Fernando comes in for Clint Capella. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. To the middle at the tip. Anunoby sends it back.
Showing signs of being a high-level defender. Anunoby can guard multiple positions and challenge shots.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Hawks lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Hawks leading by 3. Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Then there's Teague. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the 4. So that's the Hawks 5. Pass to Collins. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Huerter, no good. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Anunoby. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. On defense, the Hawks.
Great stop by John, reading the situation and right on top of that shot.
And finish off by Collins.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Lowry. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, the universal theme to Lowry's game is toughness. Mentally and physically, he tries to wear you down.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. To tie it up. For 3, VanVleet. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. A putback. The rebound by Ibaka. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance. Able to complete the play through contact.
Young passes to Collins. Here's Huerter. Covered by VanVleet. Stolen by VanVleet. And here we go. Lowry from outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Young in the corner. To the inside. And stolen by Siakam. To take the lead. And VanVleet lays it in. VanVleet's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors.
You know, it's not just the energy Siakam brings to the defensive end. It's the instincts. Great job turning them over.
VanVleet with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's Young on the wing. And there's the pass to Herter to the wing right side. Hunter, no one around him. Atlanta again missing. Here's Toronto. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Outside Lowry. Fires the three. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And if you needed a reminder as to why Lowry's an all-star, check the scoring column.
Stolen by Van Vliet. For the three. The offensive rebound outside for Lowry. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Young with no one around. Drills it from outside. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
Easy to see why they get it to Young here. Not afraid to take the big shots.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Marcus All's checked in for the Raptors. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Young, no good. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Gasol finds Siakam. Back to Gasol. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Pocket 6. Gasol against Capella. Here's Van Vliet. The steal. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
Lowry dishes to Gasol. For 3, Van Vliet. Reddish grabs the rebound. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Gets the 3 to fall.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Capella, he can't get that one. Good work defensively by Gasol. Here's the Raptors with the ball. From outside the arc, Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
The drive by Lowry. It counts.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Back to Young. From the arc. Reddish. Count it!
Big time shot from Cam. This will do wonders for his confidence.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
presence, and, oh yeah, LeBron James. Shaq's defense proved a valuable asset, sending this block all the way to LeBron for a green three. The game was tight and
well, and let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Lowry. Makes it off the glass. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Hayward outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Smart play by Hayward. Take the high percentage look when you can get it, because it's not always going to be there.
Lowry has the open look. Offensive rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game. Oh, boy, they like to redo that pass. I mean, bad way to lose a possession.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
And here's Walker. Following Kyle Lowry's 3. Walker the pass to Hayward.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Ibaka. And he drops it in from the low post.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
There's the lob to the hoop. It's rebounded by Anunoby. For Toronto, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And finished off by Siakam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Hayward. He's got 6. Outside, Walker. There's the pass to Tatum. 3-pointer. Boston getting another chance here. Walker dishes to Hayward. Back to Walker. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Wow, he's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
Lowry looking around. Pass to Anunoby. The 3. The shot by Lowry, no good. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
Now here is Lowry. 5 points in the game.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Stolen by VanVleet. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by VanVleet. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And then for Boston, Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Here's Wanamaker. Smart wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. And here they come. Here's Boucher. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. Here's Wanamaker, guarded by Powell. Williams gets the bucket.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Now, here's Boucher. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Powell for three. They get it again. Gasol passes to Boucher. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown outside. Williams kicks to Brown. Back to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Takes the three. And it's Brown missing. It's deflected. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the...
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
The defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. Hollis Jefferson with it. Picked up by Brown. Powell the pass to Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Inside, Williams. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marc Gasol. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day 1 when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Ibaka comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Boston also with the sub. Walker's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. Williams kicks to Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Stolen by Smart. 1-on-1 here. Here's Kanter. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Kanter's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Oh, I love to see the bigs who run the floor on fast breaks. Kanter typically plays with a high activity level.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
Now, he had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
And it's good, 2 points. Tatum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Lowry from outside. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
He keeps working on the 3-point line. I mean, that's his 3rd triple of the game, 1st in the quarter.
Kept alive. Hayward up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I like how Hayward positions himself on the glass. I mean, he's great at tracking down the misses.
Pass to Anunoby. Now, here's Siakam. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Smart.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy bucket. They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Outside, Smart. Back to Walker. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Brown in for Smart. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Van Vliet. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Raptors shooting their first foul shot of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Toronto. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Walker leading the charge. Here's Tice. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Floats it up for Williams. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, and he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
Toronto leading by 4. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Here's Ibaka, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ibaka's got 4 points in the quarter.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Now Lowry gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to... Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points and 2 assists. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what you see out there?
Man, their fans know how to give their team a lift, that's for sure.
And...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Back to Walker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Walker's got his second basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
Three-pointer, Lowry. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 7. Floats it up for Walker. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Anunoby. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown dishes to Hayward. And Walker kicks to Hayward. There's the 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Shots good by Walker.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And Ibaka slams it in.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time, he keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marcus All's checked in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Powell the pass to Siakam. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback. Ibaka's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when your teammates out in front, get them to rock.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
And Davis, here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Toronto.
Free throw good, Davis. And the Celtics making a change here. Williams has checked in. And both free throws good for Davis.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throw.
Down low, here's Williams. Nice move. Got a piece of it. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Boucher with the ball. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Launches a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 8-point game.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. He's watching. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Davis kicks to Boucher. Back to Davis. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And again, no good by Toronto. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Wanamaker. It's deflected. They recover it. Back to Smart. Tatum passes to Smart. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in, and then for Boston, Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum, and Walker subbed in for Marcus Smart. Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Now the pass to Lowry. Launches it. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Toronto ahead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward out there with Williams, and it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Here's Walker, and the layup is good. Walker's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics.
And although he's smaller, Walker doesn't fear going inside. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anyone.
Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. Celtics trail by 5. Williams in the post. Siakam's there. Inside. And Walker kicks to Tice. For 3, Hayward. Another shot. And Williams with the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lowry for 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Walker goes in to the inside. Williams. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Down low. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Van Vliet outside. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Out to the wing. To the middle. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. And here is Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. And Lowry gets it to go.
3 triples in the first half. 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Right side to Walker. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam against Walker. Shots good by Siakam. And it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Brown kicks to Williams. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Tatum finds Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Anunoby passes to Van Vliet, and that one good. And the Raptors lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Lowry for three, drills the three-pointer. Lowry's got 26.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Deflects the pass. Toronto leading by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Raptors.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyle Lowry.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Tatum kicks to Walker. Here's Hayward. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You can't be careless guarding Hayward. He's adept at forcing the D's hand and getting the call.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 26 seconds left in the fourth. McCaw with the bucket. McCaw has got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Cantor, the pass to Ozil. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. He hits both from the stripe. Here's McCall. Outside for Thomas. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber,
undercover athletes kept it competitive until the final shot of the game sealed the deal. Yet another LeBron James green three. See, Alexis, he's a valuable asset.
Do you think you have what it takes to beat our 2K TV channel?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. DA, it's...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. Now, here's Collins. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. That one, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Lobbed up there for Collins. The kick out to Young. Goes up with it again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
And Hayward with the stuff.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Hunter. And he banks in the layup.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Young passes to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Collins, and the rejection by Tatum. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Walker. He feeds it to Brown. Up and in on the layup.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And Tice throws it down.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. For the Hawks, Damian Jones is checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Herter. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Brown, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 5. Young with no one around. That one's off, still out of sync.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Wanamaker, and Jones pulls it down. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Bembry, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
The Hawks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Reddish with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Cantor, a beautiful reverse layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Young fires away from outside, and Cantor pulls it down.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Brown the pass to Wanamaker. Lobs it up for Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And while not a huge leaper, Cantor does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 7 and taken away by Brown. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. For the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Jones. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Williams in for Jason Tatum.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Williams' shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. Back to Teague. Rebound Boston. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Brown throws it down.
And guys, I don't think Brown gets enough credit for his toughness. This is a guy who never shies away from contact.
And Reddish with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Teague against Brown. The tray with the putback. And Williams is right there. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Boston. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Hunter. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Hunter's got his second basket of the night. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's slammed in by Teague.
Really impressive to see Jeff Teague really taking off there on that dunk.
Smart passes to Williams. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Stolen by Walker. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Tice. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. For the Hawks, Damian Jones is checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Then for the Celtics, Cantor comes in for Williams. And it's Jason Tatum in for Marcus Smart. Herter passes to Young. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Young's got 5 points so far.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. The 3. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Herter passes to Capella. Inside. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Cantor with it. He's got 6. Oh, Tatum in position. And Jones sends it back. Cantor, the pass to Tice. Hayward looking over the floor. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Walker. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Young for 3. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tatum kicks to Walker. Back to Tatum. To the paint, and Tice throws it down.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And stolen by Tatum. Hayward goes in. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Jones kicks to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Young from deep 3-point range. Atlanta again missing. Here's Walker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And we finished one half of basketball. Celtics.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. Taking a look at them.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing, guys, from Daniel Tice.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure a coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
There's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen by Collins.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Young from deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Young's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Hawks. Hayward passes to Tice. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
Collins against Hayward. Collins passes to Herter. They get it back. Capella, and it's blocked by Brown. Walker against Young. Good on the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
And you see the speed on display. Walker using it well whenever he gets into traffic.
Up again. And Tatum pulls it down.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague in for Young. And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Now here comes Teague, leading the break. Kicks it out to Collins. Down low. Outside Teague. Bembry the pass to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Hunter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Celtics leading by 9. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. To the paint. Here's Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside Teague. Pass to Bembry. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. Passes it to Wanamaker. Floats it up for Williams. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Hunter. Hunter's got 6.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Teague's got the ball, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And Teague takes advantage of the room he had in front of him, creating an easy opportunity for himself.
Smart dishes to Williams. Right side, Williams. Back to Williams.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Jones checked in for Atlanta. And the Celtics also making a change. Cantor's checked in. Here's Bembry, guarded by Smart. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Brown feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Williams. The pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
It's Young on the wing. And stolen by Tatum. Here's the break. Here's Wanamaker. Great tee that time from Teague. There's the steal. It's good. Wanamaker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And a deep three from Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
T kicks to Bembry. Young for three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Celtics lead by 13. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the laurels of the game of college basketball.
And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum and Cantor together down low. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. And it's Walker in at the point.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herder's pass leads to an open look.
Walker's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 13. Lob pass to Capella. Doesn't go that time. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Shot's good by Walker.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Outside Collins. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Hunter kicks to Young. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Brown against Capella. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Brown.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice comes in for Enes Kanter. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Smart passes to Walker. Back to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum kicks to Smart. Pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Walker. Lets the three fly. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Young outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's the Celtics now. A 12-point game. Outside, Smart. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Tice. Back to Smart. It's picked off.
And that's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And Tice throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Herder passes to Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. In the corner, Collins with it. The dish to Capella. The kick out to Young. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. Walker in the post. He's against Young. Tice. Smart on the wing. Tice passes to Hayward. Back to Tice. Smart on the wing. Tice inside. Defended by Young.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Walker dishes to Brown. Over Young. And it's Brown missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown finds Tice.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops. That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Langford, the pass to Ojale. Takes a three. And the three ball is good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony,
I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K, and I'm
The skyline of downtown Toronto. Reed and David.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, D.A. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Now, here is Young. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And they pick up 2.
Very hard to deal with the quickness of OG Anunoby. Gets into his pull-up game with no hesitation.
Young against Lowry. Kicks it out to Collins. He feeds it to Capella. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Siakam. VanVleet finds Anunoby. Trying to find VanVleet and gets it to him. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Anunoby. From deep. And Fred VanVleet gets the 3.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The shot by Lowry, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Young against Lowry. Young dishes to Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He hits the second from the line. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Hunter, no one around him. Kept alive by Atlanta. Capella kicks to Hunter. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Now the Raptors moving it up. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Rebound Atlanta. Fast break. Here we go. On its way from Young for 2. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And here is Teague following Fred VanVleet's 3. Bembry misses. Right side Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Bembry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 to shoot. Teague surveying the D. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Fernando's checked in. Davis, the pass to Boucher. Here's Powell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Matt Thomas, he's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Chris Boucher. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Collins, good.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Raptors leading by 10. Over to the left wing. Anunoby has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Jones in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here is Young, out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Herter. And the 3 off target. And Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Well, Pascal Siakam's handle has gotten tighter, and that makes a dribble drive a problem for the defender.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jones. The Hawks trail by 12. Hunter with it. Lowry picks him up. It's Young on the wing. Kicks it to Hunter. Fires for 3. A shot off that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Anunoby passes to Lowry. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Atlanta again missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the basket by Lowry.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young is double. Here's Herter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors leading by 14. Davis with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Anunoby. Herter passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. There's the triple. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Siakam. 2 points. That one goes. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you love to see Siakam get going. This guy is so good at getting to his spots and converting.
Young outside. Right side, Collins. Pass to Hunter. Young outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lowry kicks to Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Over to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Herter. Passes it to Hunter. Young with no one around. Offline with his 3.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Davis. Right side, Collins. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ibaka finds Siakam. Got it. Good job in the low post. Siakam's got 10.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Herter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The three-pointer is right on target. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. Three-pointer, Lowry. They get it back. Davis, the pass to Anunoby. Three-pointer, Lowry. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, it's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give us your take. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And a deep 3 from Lowry. Hunter grabs the miss.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Siakam against Capella. It's stolen by Lowry. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And the shot goes in. He's got 12.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. That one's good, and the Raptor lead has got back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Capella. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Herter. The pass to Young. Back to Herter. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Hunter. Here's Capella. The shot misses. Good D by Siakam. From 18 feet away. That one a little long. Young with the ball. Lowry picks him up. To the middle. Collins kicks to Hunter. Back to Collins. Pass to Young. From deep. They get the rebound.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Pass to Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, remarkable strength with Ibaka, right? Fends off whatever the defense throws his way, converts through contact. That's nice.
And the Raptors with some changes. Marcus All's checked in for Siakam. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Outside Teague. 1:36 left to play here in the third. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. 1:27 left to play in the third. And again, Toronto no luck.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside Teague. Six on the shot clock. This one for three. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Raptors leading by 15. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. Hawks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Reddish with the slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. He can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the inside. Dedmon with the block. Teague left side. Passes it to Reddish. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here they go. Here's Powell. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Powell's got his second basket of the night. Outside Teague. Here's Bembry. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Toronto Raptors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. You've got Reddish. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
Down low, Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Teague, the pass to Fernando. That one goes. Count it. Fernando's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Atlanta with the rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Reddish the pass to Fernando. Here's Bembry, guarded by Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is off. Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Terrence Davis. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jones. John Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Young is subbed in for Teague. Siakam finds Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Outside for Lowry. 5 to shoot. Gasol's shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Boy, right there you see the toughness and the mental focus of Marc Gasol. This guy burying it even after getting hit.
Drains the three-pointer.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well,
and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
2 shots. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the paint, and he dunks it down.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Lowry. Gasol's got 8 points here in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
To the middle. And Young kicks to Reddish. Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. It's Powell on the wing. Siakam passes to Powell. Back to Siakam. Now the dish to Powell. Lowry from deep three-point land. Nailed from three-point land. And the Raptors lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Young against Lowry. Young's shot is good.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Lowry for three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Back to Young. 23 seconds left in the game. The three ball bangs home the trifecta.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Powell kicks to Anunoby. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
Expert Tips. Wins are never easy to come by, and a lot of the time it comes down to having the right players on the floor at the right time. So for this installment of Expert Tips, we're going to go over substitutions and matchups in NBA 2K21. When you're loading into a game, hit the Start button once to access your lineup, and twice to adjust your matchups.
An aerial view of downtown Boston, our location tonight, gives you a great idea of the beauty of this historic. And with
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Walker in at the 5. Lowry finds Van Vliet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses. And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lowry drives in, and it goes down 2 points.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
Right side Tatum. Celtics passing it around. The pass to Hayward. Tipped away. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, whether he's running the fast break or finishing it, Kyle Lowry is a handful in the open court.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Drops in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lowry up top. Here's the floater. Takes it out to Siakam. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Tatum passes to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And Ibaka slams it in.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Tice. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And the layup's good off the glass.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season. And when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
And here's Hayward. Tatum down low. Covered by Siakam. Tatum gets the bucket.
A guy who has lived up to lofty expectations. Tatum impacts the game across the board.
And finished off by Brown.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. 7-point differential. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Siakam's shot is off. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Using that length to attack inside Siakam's a major challenge for any defender to stop.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Smart against Gasol. Lobs it up for Cantor. Unable to get that one.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Wanamaker. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Williams inside. He's up against Gasol. Pass to Wanamaker. Over in the corner, Brown. Puts up a three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And the three-point shot is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be draining these looks.
Kept alive. Here's Powell. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. And here's the break. Here's Wanamaker. It's deflected. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Raptors 5 right now. Norman Powell is out there with Davis. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Gasol at the center, locking down the middle. They get a hand on it. Gasol with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Powell. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hollis Jefferson's got his second bucket.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Davis. A second chance effort. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Powell finds Boucher. 4 on the shot clock. Excellent D there from Williams.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Davis, the pass to Boucher. Now here's Davis. Down low, Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
When you're 7-1, that rim's not far out of reach.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Tatum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Then for the Raptors, Baca comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Tatum dishes to Cantor. It's stolen by Ibaka. To the middle. Wants to get it to Hollis Jefferson, and does.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
Floats it up for Williams. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Smart finds Tatum. That three off the mark. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Powell. That shot misses. Williams against Van Vliet, and it's blocked, and he gets it back, and it's in there. Williams has got 4 points this quarter. The Raptors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark, 4 of 9 all told. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Oh, Tatum in position.
And this is why you gave Hayward big money, not just a score in this offense.
Raptors leading by 3. And Lowry puts up a deep 3. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Keeps it alive. Walker on the follow.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lowry has the open look. They get it again. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Misses the 3.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Here's Tatum. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry from outside drains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 9 points.
Like a lot of jump shooters, Lowry's much more consistent when he gets his looks within the flow of the offense.
Tice kicks to Tatum. It's stolen by Ibaka. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Hayward from outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The drive by Siakam. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by the Celtics.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Hayward passes to Tice. That shot off the mark. Raptors leading by 4. Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. A shot by Lowry, no good.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd. And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And that time, the defender a little out of control. Serge Ibaka wily enough to draw the foul.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Outside Lowry. From downtown, hits the three-point bomb. Lowry's got 12 in the game.
Lowry, a guy who can do a little bit of everything for you, including stretching the floor.
And Williams with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Gasol kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Gasol. And the pass to Powell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Then for the Raptors, Chris Boucher's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Smart dishes to Williams. Smart passes to Williams. Feeds to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. He's off on that one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Powell. Williams comes with a double team. 6 to shoot. There's Hollis Jefferson. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. 1:37 left in the third. The shot by Powell, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smart passes to Wanamaker. Williams trying to break free, and Wanamaker gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Raptors. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. Smart kicks to Brown. Williams passes to Brown. Back to Williams. Count it. Good. And it's now only a 1-point Toronto lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Toronto working the ball around now. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Raptors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And the technical free throw is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Tatum comes in for Williams. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Raptors also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Boucher with the steal. Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Pass to Brown. And here's Tice. And that one goes long. Here's VanVleet. Here's the three. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Raptors lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but Jordan. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Davis, and it's Ibaka in at the center.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Walker kicks to Hayward. The kick out to Walker, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, he's a tough kid who comes from a tough town, Philadelphia. You just love Lowry's spirit and his fight.
For 3, Van Vliet drills it from outside. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Right side to Walker. Here's Kanter. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Lobs it up for Kanter, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's Lowry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Hayward passes to Brown. He feeds it to Kanter. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Basket good. And now an 8-point Toronto lead.
Amazing effort by Fred Van Vliet. He's up the court so fast to finish that play.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his 1st foul of the game. Floats it up for Williams.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
When you're thinking about the next play, rather than being in the moment, these kinds of mistakes happen.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good. And so Lowry nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Brown. Celtics passing it around, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
Second free throw, no good. Toronto leading by 9, and here comes the break. Here's Anunoby. Lays it up off the glass. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Austin making a switch here. Tice is checked in, drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining through.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And finished off by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Hayward kicks to Walker, fires for three, and it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Raptors.
Their superior ball handling, 1 at 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Serge Ibaka.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Thomas, it's a wide-open look, and again, no good by Toronto. And here's Boston. They trail by 11. And Langford with the stop.
Great in transition. Langford makes himself available, and boy, he knows how to finish.
To the left side wing. Thomas outside. Gasol kicks to McCaw. The three from Thomas. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
From deep three-point range, Howell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big mark.